Hello, you guys. How are you all doing? Oh, hold on. That's better. Now let's go. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? This is a special edition. It's the Valentine's Day edition of Swipe Left. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I had to come in today. Today is the day of love. This is a special show, and I'm here. I want to celebrate today with you guys. This is for all of you all who are in love, all of you who love love, all of you who want to be in love, all of you who are afraid to be in love, and some of you who are actually questioning and maybe open, just questionable about love, which would be me. That's about me. I'm questionable. I don't know. You know, I've kind of warded it off for so long, and I was really thinking about it, and I said, I don't know. 2019, maybe I'll let somebody come in, honey. Who knows? I've been thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see. But, like I said, it's Valentine's Day. Definitely, it's a little bit of a holiday. I think it's a good day. Again, most of my followers, 95% of you are females. It is definitely a day for the girls. Valentine's Day has always been that. That's the way I've always viewed it. Even when I was young, when I was a little boy. Catch that. When I was a little boy, I always felt like Valentine's Day was the day for girls. It was Girls' Day, and it was a day to celebrate our women. And hey, one thing you all asked me, can we have more Milan during the week? I said I can't promise that. I started this swipe left thing. I am loving it. I'm loving the response. But at this time, it's kind of only set up for Saturday. So we don't know what's going to happen. You all keep supporting, keep sharing. As the viewership grows, then I guess maybe I'd have to make more time to do it. But as it grows, we'll see. Because, again, I'm trying to get the show where I want it. We're doing good. We're moving along the path. We're going to get there. We're going to get where we want to be. But like I said, I'm actually here for you guys today. And I just wanted to show some appreciation and give you all a great big Spillitboy TV hug. And that's it. I'm here. It's time to do what? Come on, y'all. Y'all know. Say it with me. We're going to cut through the bull. We're going to sort through the mess. And when we get the facts right, we're going to do what? We're going to swipe left. Yes, yes, yes. So let's get started. I got a few things we're going to talk about. Come on, guys. Let's get started. Swipe left. Swipe left. Okay, guys. Like I said, today is February the 14th. It is a Thursday, and it is Valentine's Day 2019. Today is the day for gifts, sparkly things, and chocolates. I hope you all are actually getting those things, sparkly things, and chocolates. You guys that are listening, that's what the girls want, honey. Sparkly things and chocolate and time. They want your time as well. And trust me, if you buy the sparkly things and the chocolate, you'll get what you want in the end. Trust me. Anyway, let's get moving on this Thursday and talk about the things that I've run into thus far. I'm going to start off with Jussie Smollett. Oh, Jussie. Okay, so you all know that this has been going on for like the last 2 weeks. It's this whole thing of Jussie being attacked, and there's no proof. There's no proof is actually showing up. Where are the videos? Where is the footage? They're not, Chicago PD is not finding this footage. Then there was all of this mess about the phone records. Jussie allegedly sent in a PDF file of his phone records, which was denied. It was rejected. And they said, no, they want an actual download of what's in his phone. Jussie is not willing so far to actually give the download. So now I'm wondering what's actually in Jussie's phone. But then the thing is, I'm not really surprised that he won't literally turn over a full download of his phone. And it's not about like naked pictures of Jussie. We've already seen Jussie naked. We've seen that. That's already been released. But there's probably conversations. There's other celebrities' telephone numbers and different things. And there may be pictures of other celebrities or people of interest in the phone that he doesn't want to. Because you know what? Things have a way of getting out. You know, there are corrupt people in every sector. So it's not so far-fetched that Jussie would turn his phone in and then some things that we have no business knowing about may come out. It may actually out someone. It could be a whole number of things as to why Jussie won't literally turn over a download of his phone. So I'm not going to crucify with that. And I could say that I kind of understand that. My thing is with this, I don't believe that Jussie's lying. I'm sorry. I don't. And until later, I'm innocent until proven guilty. I'm not going to sit on here and say, I think he's lying. I think that he's not lying. I think that what he said happened. I don't know that all the details are completely factual. It's probably a lot of moving parts. There's a whole lot going on. He may not remember everything exactly as it happened, but I don't believe that this is a completely made-up story. I definitely don't believe that it is anything done by the network about ratings and things for the show. I don't believe that. I'm not buying into that. I won't until someone proves that. Now, this morning, there was an interview with Robin Roberts of GMA, Good Morning America, with Jussie. And the two things that I took away from the interview, he did get very emotional and he did a lot of crying, but he was talking about his message to the LGBTQ community. And listen, I'm down with the message. The message was fight to the death. Fight to the death. And like he said, he said he's not an advocate for violence. He's not promoting violence at all. But when it comes to situations where you're being attacked, and this is definitely for trans folk, for my trans community, fight to the death. I mean, this is all you can do, because once you find yourself in a position where someone's trying to hurt you, it becomes you or them. So I definitely am in agreement with that part of the message. Fight to the death. Because, baby, if you run up on me in this blonde gill, baby, it's me or you. It's me or you. And nobody had to get on TV and tell me that, baby, because I've been fighting to the death since I was a little boy, honey. Since I was a little boy. I ain't trying to fight to see who can win. I'm going to mess you up if I get hold to you. So I was down with that whole thing. And then the other thing, Robin asked him about his healing. And she said, if these people are never actually found, how will you go about healing? And that just made him cry even more, child. And he started saying, that a friend of his said that, that she didn't feel as though they were ever going to find the people. And he was saying that it made him so angry. Because how is it that I have to live with this while they get to just literally go free? And I was like, yeah, that's pretty deep. But I'll say this. There's no need to even get into that mindset. If they don't find them, Jussie, you owe it to yourself to pull yourself up out of that. This is not... This right here, this is no reason to go into a depression, baby. I mean, it is a reason to go into it, but it's not where you want to be. It's definitely not where you want to be. It's not where you want to rest. You got way too much going for you, and you owe it to yourself to come up out of this, and you need to come up out of it sooner rather than later. Ain't nothing to keep on holding on to this. You need to get up out of this and move on as fast as possible. As fast as possible. It's horrible. It was a horrible situation. And it's been horrible. But like he said, he wants them to find the people. And he said he's really tired. Like, he's tired of all the doubt and the questioning and being accused of lying. I can imagine it's probably beating him down daily. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. Let the Chicago PD be burdened with this. And, I mean, naturally, you keep fighting and doing what you got to do. But I wouldn't want to slip into any type of a depression state fooling with this. Not at all. Not at all. You owe it to yourself to move on. Too talented. Way too talented. You have too much to actually share with the world to fall into a depression over this. Absolutely. So that's what's going on with Jussie Smollett. I will continue to keep my ear to the ground, and I'll be back with you all with it whenever I do find something else. So on that, swipe left. All right, you guys. So another story that I want to kind of update you guys on that we've actually been talking about on the swipe left side of town, honey, is oh yes, she's back again. Come with me, my loves. Monique and Steve Harvey. Okay, so first thing was first. Monique supposedly went onto the show, and it had got spilled from an audience member that she threatened to slap the shit out of Steve Harvey. This is what we were told, allegedly. Then I already came back and I reported that Monique said on her show that was a joke. It was a joke. So I said, okay, so it was a whole lot of sensationalism. Okay, so now I've seen the interview. She could say what she wants. She could make it be what she wants. It wasn't a joke. I watched the interview. I watched it with my own 4 eyes. And guess what? While that was going on, Monique was mad as hell at Steve. And she didn't threaten to slap him. She threatened to punch him in the mouth, is what she said. And yes, she did pair it off as a, she put it into like a joking form, but she meant that. She meant every bit of it with every core of her spirit, that she really, at that point of the conversation they were having, because their conversation got a little heated. At that point of the conversation, she wanted to punch Steve in the mouth. She did. She did. Because this is how she interviews. Monique interviews in such a manner where she steamrolls over people. The whole thing, when she doesn't get to steamroll over people, she gets angry. I've seen her do it time and time again. You've all seen her. It doesn't stop her from liking her. That's part of her candor. That's part of what makes us like her. She's tough. She's a tough chick. She says what she means and she means what she says. And that's part of why I like Monique. Now let me just go through how I felt about the interview. And the interview was very interesting. It was interesting, and there were points where both of them were wrong in my eyes. Okay, so she came into the interview, in my opinion, with intentions of reading Steve's eyes out. You understand me? She went straight in and told him she felt as though he, as her brother, should have actually called her on the phone and discussed with her before he ever went. Well, she don't even feel like he should have said on the air that she had burnt too many bridges and that there was nothing he could do to help her. That hurt her feelings. That hurt her feelings. She don't think he should have said that on air. And that was her intention. She was coming and she was going to read him. And she was going to do it in the fashion that Monique does it. And she said it, and he was like, okay. And then it kind of took a shift. It took a shift. And she was getting ready to go like she go. I was like, there she goes. She get ready to steamroll over him, and she's going to take over the interview. But it wasn't happening because Steve knows Monique. And Steve has a little bit of the same personality. And he ended up steamrolling over Monique, which didn't make me happy. It didn't make me happy. Like, I was happy when Adrienne Bailon didn't let Monique just steamroll over her and she just agreed. And, you know, I disagreed with a couple people in the comments and stuff. They said, no, Adrian backpedal. I didn't feel like Adrian backpedal, but that's fine. That is what it is. That's water under the bridge. But I didn't care for him steamrolling over her either. I thought that they could have just had a conversation. Nobody needed to steamroll over anybody, but it's what happened. He steamrolled right over her. He wouldn't let her do it to him, and then he kind of like took over, and it got to a point where she got absolutely pissed, and it was all over her face. And I was laughing. I was saying, it's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. Y'all remember that song? Baby, it was all over our girl's face, honey. She was giving, honey, come on, my love. I'm getting ready to sock the shit out of you, honey. I said, okay. So, literally, she tried to color that comment up whenever she did get to speak. And she says, we're not arguing. And I said, yeah, baby, y'all are arguing. We're not arguing. We're brother and sister having a conversation where mommy and daddy are not home and I'm about to bust you in the mouth is what's getting ready to happen. I said, oh. I said, okay. So there we go. And you could see in the editing where they edited Steve's response out of the show. I said, okay. So that was interesting. Then Steve. Now I'm ready to get in your little tale here, Steve Harvey. I like Steve Harvey, okay? I do. I like Steve Harvey. I like the Steve Harvey show. I'm sad to see it actually go, okay? But what I'm going to say, there's a lot of people that don't like Steve Harvey for a lot of reasons. Steve gets accused of being a coon. Steve gets accused of being a good old boy. And Steve gets accused of letting the man, okay, we'll just say that, the man roll over him, okay? I.e. the whole 45 meeting and all of that stuff, okay? So there's people that just don't like Steve Harvey for those reasons, and they don't see him as a leader, you know, as a leader of the black community, and they don't respect him, okay? And so you can't really just discount that. These are these people's feelings. And have I seen some things that are a little questionable with Steve? Just didn't stop me from liking Steve. But okay, so let me tell you, Steve, what you did. Boo, I didn't care for this. You sat here and out of your own mouth, you let America know that you can be bought. You let America know that you could be bought. And I couldn't respect that. Now, we've gathered that. I mean, I gathered that, you know, through watching you and watching you move. I gathered that. But to see you say it out of your mouth on daytime television, that you could actually be bought. That's not a trait of a leader. It's not. And it's not the type of a leader that you need in the black community at this time that we're actually having under the leadership that we're under. We'll need that. Okay? You also basically admitted to weakness and lack of integrity. These are your words, my man. You put this out there. We playing the money game. It's the money game. And the things you were saying, I'm not saying they were wrong. That you were saying to Monique, child, these are facts. But you don't sit up on TV and say this. If you feel that way. If you feel as though your integrity is worth pushing to the side to be able to feed your family the way you're willing to feed your family. It wasn't you don't say that on television and then say you're going to lead us, because you can't lead me with that. You can't lead me with that, baby. Not at all. Because, see, I don't have to have steak and lobster. I'm allergic to lobster anyway. And I prefer chicken over steak. I'll take chicken and a pack of oodles and noodles to stand up for what it is that I believe. I had to learn. I had to learn it, and I had to learn it fast, baby, because I was a little black boy, and I was gay. Very gay. I was gay to the point where I couldn't turn it off. Okay? I'm not one of those that could turn it off, as you can see. I'm about, yeah. She's real, honey. She's real. I'm there. So I had to learn very early about standing up for myself when there's nobody to stand up for you, okay? Because in some of them arenas, mommy and daddy can't stand up for you. And when your wrist is bent like this, baby, you got to learn how to stand up for yourself. And y'all have heard it on these YouTube streets a million times. A queen stands alone. And I am a 47-year-old walking proof that a queen stands alone. So no, I'm not going to sell myself out for money. I don't have to have this lavish stuff if it means giving up who James really is. I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. Now, if that's what you're willing to do, which obviously you are, that's cool. But man, don't sit up and say it on national television. Because how you start is how you finish. If you've been selling out, we definitely know you're going to sell out now. Because you just sat up and let the man know that you'll sell out. That you don't really, you showed weakness. You showed weakness, Steve, in my opinion. I couldn't get behind it. But it is what it is. I still like you. I still find you very talented and very entertaining. But I know who you are. And when it comes to a situation where we got to follow somebody, James Colwell won't be following you. But anyway, okay, so it's no big deal. No big deal. Still respect you for your talents and stuff. That other stuff, you should have kept that at the table with you and Marjorie. I didn't need to hear that. And Monique, on the other hand, we got a whole lot in common. Okay, so we got a whole lot in common. Monique knew she was putting her foot in her mouth. Okay, when she went against Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, Lionsgate. She knew she was putting her foot in her mouth, and it was fine. It was fine. I had no problem with it, and I said that from the beginning. I had no problem with it, with her standing on what it was she believed in, because I would do the exact same thing. And whatever comes my way, I'll deal with. And you know something's coming your way. She knew if she didn't think something was coming her way, she's a damn fool. She's a damn fool. But when you stand up for what you believe in, baby, there's repercussions and consequences. It is what it is. That ain't never going to change. That's just the way the world is. So I'm cool with that. Now, what my problem is with Mo is you're standing up for what it is you believe in, but you want us to stand with you. No. Some of us will, but don't get mad at the ones of us who won't. Because there's some of us who just wasn't going to do it, baby. I don't care how many times you get on, hello, my loves, and yes, my babies, and my sisters, and my brother. Girl, I'm not canceling my Netflix. I'm not canceling my Netflix. What you was fighting about was personal. It's personal. I ain't ran to the table with Netflix yet. Whenever I get my chance to sit at the table with Netflix, and one day, hopefully, I will get my chance to sit at the table with Netflix. Hey, listen, I'm open for a meeting, honey. I'm open for a meeting here. Yes. But when I get my chance, I'm going to sit at the table and I'm going to do what I do. And I'm going to do it the way I do it. And I'm going to do it James Colwell and Milan Trezor style. And I ain't expecting nobody to get behind me and do. I'm going to stand there by myself. Because again, a queen stands alone. So I didn't have a problem with that with Mo. My problem with Mo was you wanted us to go with you. And what you was talking about, girl, that ain't had nothing to do with us. Like people said, that's rich people problems. I'm not rich. That's $100 problem. I got 20. Girl, I don't even see what you talk about. So that's that. And the thing is, her and Steve were basically saying the same thing. I'm going to do it this way, and I think everybody should do it this way. Steve is, I would have did it this way, and I think you should do it this way. And then getting an attitude with her because she don't want to do it your way. I was like, child, this is a wash. This is a wash. Y'all both saying the same thing and y'all both bullheaded and it ain't gonna go nowhere. This is what it is. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. I definitely feel as though the friendship is definitely gonna survive. I'm sure they've had heated conversations before, and if they haven't, it ain't no big deal. They'll be able to, their friendship will survive this. Hands down, I got no problem with that. But will she ever actually apologize to those people? She'll never, I don't believe ever, apologize to Lee Daniels, Oprah Winfrey, or Lionsgate, or Tyler Perry. I don't believe that she'll ever do the apology that Steve is asking her to do, and vice versa. And the thing is, even if she were to apologize, they ain't messing with her. That's a wrap. It's over. It's gone on too long. Ain't none of them folks trying to work with Monique, and I don't think any of them will ever let bygones be bygones and water under the bridge. Those four folk will never work together again. I would be willing to bet money on it. And with this little situation, y'all leave it in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with this situation. My loves, follow me while I swipe left. Okay, guys. So, as you know, the Grammy Awards actually aired this past Sunday. And let me tell you, I've done some videos. I actually did 3 separate videos. I did one video on the red carpet. I did one video review on the actual show. And I did an actual small video on the lady who actually I thought had the best evening ever. You got it. Cardi B. Yes, Miss Cardi, honey. Do you understand me? Cardi B had the best Sunday ever. She really did. And I was so, you know, I'm not a huge Cardi B fan. I'm not a Cardi B stan or anything like that. Now, I'm telling y'all know, I've said it before, y'all know I like the song Money. Y'all know I like that song Money. I like Money and I like Money Bags. Money Bag, rather. I like both of that child. Money Bag, Money Bag. I like them 2 songs. I like them. I tell you all the time, I'm not a big, huge rap music fan, but every now and again, there'll be some rap song that'll come through and it'll catch me and it'll grab me up. She got me twice, baby. Because I didn't care for Bodak Yellow like that. Bodak Yellow was cool. It was catchy. And I'm going to tell you, I actually got my life more off of a remake of the song Bodak Yellow by a girl on YouTube named Summerella who sings her ass off. She's on YouTube. Y'all should look her up. She just released a new single and a new video, and I think it's called Do You Miss It? But the video is beautiful. The song is hot, and definitely she borrowed an old little hook that I can love you. I can love you better than she can. Y'all know who that is. Y'all know who that is. But good old Mary J. Blige. But she borrowed that hook and she did a damn good job. She got a nice little song. But she's the one that made me start listening to Bodak Yellow, but it was her version that she did, and I liked her version completely better. She sang it. But anyway, Cardi B is who we're talking about. And Cardi won her first Grammy. She did a fierce, fabulous performance, which I thought was the performance of the night. She tore the red carpet up. She came in a 20-year-old vintage piece. Okay? Tear me glare. On the red carpet. Tore the red carpet up. Okay, so Cardi had the best week, best Sunday ever. I enjoyed it. I was so proud of her. She did her little speech. She didn't act like a idiot on stage. She just did her thing. And I sat at home and I looked at her and said, oh, go ahead, Cardi. Money, girl, get that money. I was here for it. Then I look around the next day, Cardi done went the hell off. I said, Cardi, what happened? Cardi done snapped out down to the internet streets, child. She snapped out on the folks that cussed everybody out because it went this whole thing with Cardi didn't deserve the Grammy. Well, you knew there was people that was going to say that. And does it matter? I tell you all the time, the haters never take a day off work. They're always on time. They don't miss, they're always back from the bathroom and everything and getting their drinks on time on their breaks. They're never late. They have perfect timing. The haters, they have a job to do. And by golly, they're going to do it. I'm this big on the internet. Maybe not even that big, maybe this big on the internet. And trust me, the haters, they light my ass up. You hear me? Them haters and fact checkers, baby. They be all over it. Cardi, girl, are you serious? Don't worry about it. Cardi got so deep into it, baby, she cussed their asses out. Cussed them out. You understand me? And then this is where the issue came. She canceled her IG. Why? You literally let them bother you that bad, girl, that they drove you to where you canceled yourself out of Instagram altogether. Cardi, seriously, come on. Girl, if you don't go put that Instagram account back up, your fans like hearing from you. That's the whole point of Instagram and Twitter, is so that your fans can reach out and touch you, and it's personal. And that's part of why they love you so much, and you've taken that away. You've taken that away from your fans. You're letting the haters win, Cardi. You're letting them win. Never let them win. I don't give a damn if they're doing all the overtime. Don't let them win. You don't let the haters win. Scratch it, honey. So that's what's been going on with Miss Cardi B, and she'll probably never ever see this video, but listen, Cardi, girl, if somebody shoot a little line to her, tell her Milan Trezor said, girl, never let them win. And I don't give a damn if they put in all the overtime. Let the haters make all the money they want to make down there to the hate factory. You don't let them win. Put your Instagram back up, girl, and keep on talking with your fans because they love you. Anyway, and on this, ciao, swipe left. All right, you guys. Last thing I'm actually going to talk about, because I said this is a little short one, and I really appreciate you all hanging out with me. This is a short one. I'm going to be back for you guys on Saturday, but we're going to address YouTube, the YouTube streets. Down to the YouTube streets and the Facebook streets. My girl, T.S. Madison. Oh, the T.S. made a little bit of a mistake. She did a video like she always does. You know, she's in travel and she's doing her thing with the Queen's Supreme Court. And she's traveling around. She was just in Dallas. And I think she did Houston as well. You know, she's doing her thing. And she's been in L.A. She's been really working tough in the last few weeks. But at a rest stop, there's something at a rest stop. She had gone in and she came out. She made a video like she does with everything. You know, this is nothing different. And she went ahead and she made a video of something that she's seen in the bathroom. It was a woman using a sanitary napkin, and it was exposed. Now, I don't know. I got the idea that it wasn't a used product, but it was just the product itself in general. And, you know, Maddie's a comedian, so she had made, you know, she's saying it was the biggest one she had ever seen in this whole thing. So, I was like, okay, I seen it. I saw, because I'm always watching her. So I seen it, and I was like, whatever. Well, the next thing I know, some folks that don't particularly care for her actually jumped on the story. There were some folks that were offended. And that's anything that comes out of your mouth when you're a comedian or a social media presence. There's some people that like it and there's some people that don't. So, and then they'll speak about it, and it's no problem. You know, nobody's wrong. If you don't like something I say, definitely you have all rights, because I put myself out there to say, no, I don't care for that. But it actually got taken up, and it was a YouTuber and an internet presence that actually spoke on it, who in the past has actually had a problem with Maddie. And her and Maddie have actually been to court, and there are court orders and all of this kind of thing. I mean, they got a really checkered past, okay? And she is actually taken to her platform, and it's a big deal for her. It's a big deal for her, and she's been slinging the mud. She started slinging the mud, and the insults started flying, and she's doing call-ins, and the people that don't like Maddie are really going in. They're really going in, and it's turned into a whole thing. That narrative is starting to come up again, that us against them narrative. And this is what I'm going to say. Don't fall into the trap, you all. Do not fall into the trap. Maddie and the other woman have whatever their issue is. Let the issue be Maddie and hers. I haven't heard Maddie saying anything about her, but baby, the insults are flying over that side, and the people that don't like Maddie, insults are flying. But what I'm saying to the other content creators and the other folks, don't play into the narrative. The narrative is building. I see it building. It's went all the way into the whole trans movement, and they don't need to be in the bathroom and this, that, thing. It is really Maddie is one person. Maddie is not the trans community. She's T.S. Madison. And it's this whole, like, they took that one thing and now they want to go against the whole thing about the bathroom use. And I'm like, this is crazy. This is nothing but there's people who have an underlying agenda. See, we always talk about these underlying agendas. There's an underlying agenda. There are people who really don't like the trans community. They really don't like the LGBTQ community, period. And they've taken this one small thing, and it has become, the narrative is building. I can see it. I can see it. I can see the us against them thing starting. I am not with it. I will never be with it. My ladies know where I stand. All I'm saying is, this is my PSA, honey. Happy Valentine's Day, honey. Don't buy into it. Don't buy into it. The hate, there's a lot of hate building behind something that was very minute. It could have actually, like I said, been a teachable moment. And I think Maddie got it. Whatever it was, she said it. People didn't find it favorable. She apologized, but folks ain't letting it go, baby. The ones with the underlying narrative, they got it and they're running. They got the cow by the ass, baby, and they running. Don't buy into it. Don't buy into it. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I want to say about it. Child, ain't nobody building into that negativity. Like I said, and today, I'm going to swipe left on that mess. As I was saying, today is a day for my ladies. It is Valentine's Day. Everything is red and everything is pink and everything is beautiful, and it's all about chocolate and sparkly things, guys. Are y'all listening? All the males. I don't have that many that watch me, but all the males that are listening. Sparkly things, chocolate. Yeah. And also, you know, if you don't get the chance to go out and get the sparkly things of the chocolate, the girls also like a little bit of currency. They like currency now. They like the kind that folds, not the kind that jingles. That works too. You give that, sparkly things, currency, chocolate, you'll get what you want in the end, I promise you. I love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Like I said, this has been Swipe Left, the Valentine's Day edition. I love you guys. I'll see you again on Saturday. DJ, take me out of here. Love you guys. See you guys on Saturday. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Feel like